Kwabrashiala! All right, Shalom, Akim. All right, this is the Beckles Hebrew Bible Academy with another short video. Just a disclaimer, this is for education purposes. I am not profiting from this particular video. So I'm stating the Fair Use Act and complying with social media guidelines. Okay. This, in fact, is from another video that a person copied from a guy named Jason, who does very good videos in, exposing corrupt black politicians. Okay, we know we're not black, we're actually Israelites. And this right here is what we're looking at is a tear, right? She's not she's pretending to be an Israelite. She's not really an Israelite. Her grandfather was actually a slave owner. And that information has been documented. And I encourage you to watch videos by GMS Enduring Branch. He did a video on Kamala Harris. So this video is exposing this wicked woman, this Jezebel, all right, who's actually a witch. And I'm gonna let the video play. I watched most of it. So it tells very revealing information on how corrupt these female politicians are, women, which is this proof that the Bible is a true book. 1 Timothy chapter 2 states that a woman should not usurp authority over a man. And it's proof that the Bible is a true book, that women should not be in authority. And because this woman right here just represents so many cases of misconduct and corruption that women have been exposed with doing. And the cases just keep more and more being revealed. So this is another example of that, which proves the Bible is a true book. All right. That we, in fact, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and that all these political leaders are really Satanists. Okay. And the main ones are the women, and people don't realize this. And that's why this video needs to come out. All right. All right. All kinds of child trafficking, you name it. Hillary Clinton, on and on. Oprah Winfrey with her school in Africa. More and more stuff is being revealed, which matches the prophecy in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. All right. That man of sin is being revealed. Okay. And it is referring to Satan and his people. All right. Who are the rulers of this world. Okay. So I'm going to let the video play. It's time to wake up, brothers and sisters. Repent and come back to the Heavenly Father and obey the laws, statutes, and commandments.
They're fired. The federal judges supervising the case didn't find the state's argument persuasive either. Quote, the record contains no evidence that defendants cannot implement the required parole process by that date. 11 months after they agreed to do so promptly, the judges wrote. This is Kamala Harris, is what I'm telling you. This is her. Kamala Harris is not a person. Kamala Harris is a white supremacist agenda in drag. Kamala Harris is a Manchurian candidate. Kamala Harris is a movie script. There were some white politicians who sat down and said, these are the check boxes that we think will win an election against Trump. The exact same thing they did with Barack Obama. You can go and watch PBS Frontline's The Candidates special from 2008. sat there and talked about Barack Obama, and Tom Daschle sat there on camera and said that they chose Barack Obama and that he specifically, Tom Daschle, go on PBS Frontline, they ain't making no bones about it. Power doesn't have to lie to you. Power can tell you the truth. Tom Daschle said that he chose Barack Obama as the Democrats' candidate for 2008 because the Republicans had swift voted John Kerry in 2004 because John Kerry's track record was too long and that Daschle calculated that getting a candidate who did not have a long track record was the way to go. Somebody who was articulate, could get the black vote, was a dynamic speaker, was the way to go. And let's understand something. When Barack Obama was running for president in 2008, he said all of the right things. He took all of the right positions. Let's be very clear about that. When it came to the prison industrial complex, he was against it. When it came to the Iraq war, remember, he was one of the only people who had voted against it, which is what got him into office. When it came to police brutality, he was against it. When he was running for office, he acknowledged racism. He was all about that life when he was running for office. Soon as he got in office, he went backstage with Tom Daschle and the establishment and said, all right, boss, let's get things wrapped up. We pulled it over on them, boss. We got away with it, boss. That was Barack Obama in 2008. I would like to introduce you all to Barack Obama 2.0, and her name is Kamala Harris. She is, quote, black, and yet has no black credentials. She has no black connections. She has no black ties. She doesn't have any black people who talk about when they grew up with her. She doesn't have any black people who talk about her as their childhood friend. And you cannot find not a single one. Bakari Sellers, you lecherous toad, are you listening? You lying ass, but are you listening to me? You can't find a single time that she has addressed black society before the last 6 days. And by the way, she still hasn't done it. She has still not addressed black society directly. She's addressed LGBT by name. She's addressed women by name. She's addressed white working mothers. She will not address black people by name. So whose side is this double agent really on? Now, there are other people out there. There are other people who should know better. There are other folk out there today who you were part of the old black media, and you are desperately attempting to rewrite history because now you found yourself on the outs, and now you're trying to get back out here with the field Negroes. You see, you don't have a place in the house anymore, so now you're trying to get back out here with the field Negroes. And that's where you are today. So there are some of you trying to rewrite history, and now that you're no longer in a position of strength, you're trying to figure out a way to get that back. Oh, brothers and sisters, yes, I'm going there. One of the defunct old black media figures has been trying to threaten Kamala Harris's campaign because he knows he doesn't have a job waiting for him. He knows he doesn't have a job waiting for him, so he's been trying to threaten Kamala Harris's campaign. Oh yes, don't you all worry. Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna get to it. I know the video that you want to see. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to it. Hang tight. Be patient. I know you're hungry. And you're gonna get big. But the old black media, those that know that they no longer have a seat at the table, are trying to use what little leverage they have to threaten their way back into the camp. And I want you to listen to this video split up by Roland Martin 3 days ago. And listen to what Roland had to say about Kamala Harris's campaign and about the candidate herself.
We have seen President Obama.
But first of all, he didn't go to Howard. So,
Right.
and so, I mean, obviously that's different. But again, Teresa, I think I'm telling you, all I'm saying is, Senator Harris, it's just like, I'll tell the story. Like, for instance, when she got to the United States Senate, we kept trying to get her on News One Night. And it was like, okay, so she's doing other shows, she was doing Rachel Maddow, she was doing Chris Hayes, the rest of the show. And then finally, she did an interview with R.A. Melber. And I called up Tyrone Gale, God rest his soul. I said, Tyrone, I said, enough of this bullshit.
Right.
I said, bro, I said, she going on Ari's show? I said, when she gonna come talk to the only black show? This actually happened. He said, all right, bro, there's a lot of shows we ever done. I said, but there's only one black show in America.
Right.
And it ain't yours. It wasn't yours on TV1, and it ain't yours today. But okay, Roland. Delusions of grandeur. By the way, did you all see how Roland got wrong? Did you all see the language Roland used when he would talk like that in front of Hillary Clinton? That's another thing about you cowardly ass Negroes in the media and elsewhere. Y'all get real buck with other black folk. Eric Holder, y'all get real buck. Bakari Sellers, you coward, who if you ever met a real man who got up in your face, nose to nose, you would probably soil your thong. But I digress. These Negroes get real buck. When white folk is, yes sir, no ma'am, they don't try to make them look bad at all. That's right, Terry Crews. They get real buck. Well, the black folk. They get real buck. They get real outspoken. They want to get real buck, but when it's time to stand up to massa, all of a sudden there ain't no buckness. All of a sudden you buck broken. All of a sudden you ain't got nothing to offer.
Right.
Interesting how that works, huh? Interesting how that works. Roland goes on to say,
Talk to the only black show. This actually happened. He said, all right, bro, there's a lot of shows we ever done. I said, but there's only one black show in America.
Right.
And the next week, it was CBC. He said, okay, I'm trying to get on next week. So she came on, and I said on air,
Right.
glad to have you on. We've been trying for 9 months.
Right.
And I wanted to be real clear, Teresa,
Right.
by saying, look, I appreciate you talking to Morning Joe
Right.
and Today's Show, but talk to home. Because Obama, after he got elected, it was about 18 months before he came back and did black radio. Tom Joyner. I remember I sent the email to Valerie Jarrett saying, hey, y'all need to come talk to black people. And when he came on Joyner the next week, he apologized to Tom for not doing it. All I'm saying is, if you're Harris and Booker,
Right.
you can't do what he did. Wait, go ahead, Chris.
well, damn me well. So Roland Martin has the email of Donna Brazile. Roland Martin had the email of Valerie Jarrett. Roland Martin had direct connections to Barack Obama. Is it any wonder why he never criticized Obama? Now that he's on the outs, now that he doesn't have a place in Washington, now he's confessing. Now Roland Martin and the old black media are confessing their sins. Roland Martin just gave a confession. That was what Roland just did. Roland Martin just gave a confession. He just confessed to the world that, yeah, I was on the team, yeah, I was in the tank, yeah, I was doing their bidding, I was on the inside, yeah, I was. That's what he just did. Roland he thinks what he's doing is covering his tracks, but in reality, Roland just admitted his sins. Roland just confessed his sins to the world. That he had access and he has had the ability to call these people out, but he chose not to. He didn't call out Kamala Harris for 9 months, and he didn't call out Barack Obama for a year and a half, and truthfully speaking, he never called either one about. He didn't say anything about Kamala for 9 months, and didn't say anything about Obama at all. This is the real Kamala Harris. This is why the old black media is dead. No, Roland, you don't speak for the streets because the streets know you for what you are. You are the house Negro, and oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. You know we got to go ahead and do it, so let's get to it.
All right. That is it for us. I'm going to ask you, do you know how to wobble?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you know how to wobble?
I don't.
You know how to wobble? You just lost the black vote right there. Karen, the black folks on your staff can teach you how to do the wobble. Trust
Can
me.
you show me how to do it?
I can show you how to do it. You're going to pick up some votes, trust me.
If you all want to know why it is that Lily Adams thinks that footwear and what you eat is the way to get the black vote, is because she's following Roland Martin's school and Roland Martin's political advice.
Put my iPod on. I got music.
Maybe.
Yeah, oh yeah, plug this up right now.
You see how wicked these leaders are? These black leaders, black boule representatives of the so-called black people. They sell people out. They sell out people out. Rather than asking for reparations, rather than changing the injustice that goes on in this wicked country. This is Isaiah chapter 3. Our leaders cause us to err.
The ascot doesn't fool us. The suit doesn't fool us. Your position doesn't fool us. Your job doesn't fool us. And today in 2019, Roland Martin, your words and your attempt to cover your damn tracks don't fool us. You don't speak for the streets. And you're trying to figure out a way now to get back in, so you think you're going to try to play good cop, bad cop. You used to be good cop, now you think you're going to play bad cop. Hell no, you ain't going to sit up here and try to... You know who this is? This is that house Negro who tried to take the nice suit that the nice hand-me-down suit Massa gave him, and so he's in the back room trying to pour some lye on it, L-Y-E, not L-I-E, he's just a lie later. He's trying to pour some lye soap on it, and he's trying to bury it underground and let it get dirtied up some, and he's trying to leave it out so it starts looking bad and starts looking frayed, and he's going to get himself a thistle hat and see if he can sneak his way back out into the field because revolution is in the air. And he realizes he's lost his in with Massa, and revolution is in the air. So now Roland Martin, like Wile E. Coyote, trying to wear a sheepskin to get past the sheepdog, is sitting up here trying to sneak his way back out into black society. But let's just be very clear. You notice a disturbing trend between Kamala Harris dancing, and this is what they present to us. You notice a disturbing trend. These people get out here dancing. Kamala Harris dancing. Barack Obama on Ellen dancing. Roland Martin with Hillary Clinton dancing. And then you sit here and you ask yourselves, well, how in the hell is it that somebody like a Lily Adams can think to herself that something so obviously, cynically racist could possibly work? And what I'm telling you is the reason why she believes it can work is because these are the people in black society who told her, who showed her that it could work. Roland Martin is the spiritual advisor that set the template. They're following the playbook that this guy and the others set up. After all, even though right now it's blowing up and backfiring in their faces, they got nothing to lose. They've got nothing to lose. Yeah, Cory Booker's another one. They got nothing to lose by imitating the playbook that Roland gave. They got nothing to lose. I mean, it might not work. It may work. It might not work. You got nothing to lose. So, of course, and yes, I do want to make sure we keep our eye on the ball. Hello, Lily Adams. For those of you who have forgotten who she is, Lily Adams, the communications director for Kamala Harris. Lily Adams, the person who told Kamala Harris to do this dance routine, that you need to get some hip-hop credentials, because let me tell you what the problem is. In case any of you were wondering and any of you were questioning so-called hip-hop culture and black culture is about shoes and what her musical tastes are, they let her know, baby, you dying with the black folk. Black folk don't connect to you. That's what they're telling her. The polls that the Democrats have run, their internal polls and their internal focus polls and testing groups are telling them that Kamala Harris has a black problem. And they are desperate at this point because they thought that she was going to be the candidate of suburban middle-class white moms, and that ain't gonna fly. So they're telling Kamala, black folk don't fool with you. We need to do something to get you some black credentials. So they walk out here telling you she wears Converse. Yes, there's the article. Go Google it for yourselves. In the last 6 days, they're trying to flood the space with articles about her footwear and what she eats and music, because they're letting you know they are in full-blown panic mode over there. But Corey Sellers is in full-blown panic mode. He wants a new job. He's ran for office the last time I think I got his ass beat. He's looking for a new job. He wants to get elevated and he can't